Hi everyone, how's everybody doing today? Now today we're going to talk about query. If you've never heard of query, if you're an Excel user, you've never heard of query, think of the, I think it's the Power Query extension for Excel. But basically, one of the reasons why I really like, and probably even say love Google Sheets is because of the query function along with the regex match, the regular expressions. But query is so powerful, it basically is you can use query to get rid of pivot tables. Now here's a confession. I can't stand pivot tables. I've needed them. I've used them. Obviously, I've used them. I used them for years, but I could not stand pivot tables. So when I found out that there was a query function built into Google Sheets, of course there was no other way for me to use that. I couldn't use Google Sheets back then, but believe me, I had a whole new respect for Google Sheets. And that made me even just kind of push Excel back a little bit more. But with query, you can actually just get a whole bunch of data and come up with tables as you need them. It is powerful. It's a little bit complex. You have to be very careful. It is case sensitive. And you have to be careful about the argument, the actual, how the expressions are laid out. So the sequence makes a big difference. Now with query, you are dealing with, I guess, a structured query language. If you're familiar with SQL, it's similar to this. It actually uses that function within Google Sheets to help people manipulate data. So that's what makes it even, in my opinion, better than Excel. So let's take a look at the query function itself, and then we'll go into the data and how we can pull that out, the first parts of it anyway. So we've got equals, and so the query takes 3 arguments. It takes the data, the table, the entire table that you're looking at, including titles. It takes the query, which is, as you can see here, it's encased in double quotes, and you just basically need to select. You need to use the keyword select first and foremost, and then you can go ahead and ask it for whatever you want. So when you get out of that second query parameter, then comes the headers. If you have headers on there, use 1. If you don't have headers, use 0 or -1, depending on if you want Google Sheets to come up with its own or whatever. So let's go ahead and take a look at the data I have here. Okay, this is a database I got from data.world. If you haven't had a chance to check out any of the databases or get some data sets for practice, go ahead and onto that site. It's free. And this is just, I think, 500 lines of information about movies throughout history. There are different types here. Movies range from like 1926 up until 2018 or even something around there. And I had to limit it to 100,000 because that's why you will not see any Marvel movies in here, because the worldwide gross is 100,000, maybe 200,000, and we all know that Marvel was like in the billions at this point. So this is the data that we're looking at. And imagine trying to use a pivot table to gather this information, the information you wanted, and then, you know, sequencing it how you want to see it. So we're going to go through a few of the basic arguments with query and show you just what it can do for you. And I'm not going to say it's going to make you ditch pivot tables, but if it makes you ditch pivot tables, I'm all for it. Okay, let's go back to this side. So let's go equals query. I'm going to put mine up here. Use this API language. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab this, like I said, including. So we're going to go to A1 through, and I think I go all the way, alright, to Q. Right? So I'm going A1 to Q. And I'm going to do F4 to lock that in so that it doesn't move. So this is the data that I'm using right here. this table. So what do we want to do? So let's go back to this tab. And what I want to do is I want to show you, I just want to select, and we're going to put in column numbers just to start. I'm going to put in a column. And where else are we going to select? Hold on a second. Let's take a look at the title of the movie. We have the title. Let's take a look at the year, how long it is, and worldwide income. So we're going to take a look at column A, column B, column D, and column O. A, B, D, and O. Alright? So I'm going to go select A, column B, column D, and O. Now, what happens when we choose lowercase o here? It gives you a value, because like I said, it is case sensitive. So we're going to put back O. And then we're going to go ahead and just put 1 because I do have titles for that. There we have it. We have the title, the year, the duration in minutes, and the worldwide gross income. And it goes through and it picks up all of the movies, and I think there are 500 in here. Yeah, a little bit over, close to 600. So this is what this can do right there. Now it picks up the data as it is in the sheet, whether it's sorted or not, doesn't matter. But one thing you want to be careful of is that if you for some reason are wanting to change this, like this came out in, say you'd find out it came out in 1999, and you decide to change it here, this is what's going to happen. You know, whenever you pull anything from query, it wants to overwrite any free cells. The cell has to be free, and then it will overwrite it. If you happen to alter the cell while it's in the query function, it will break the query function. So if you're going to do something where you're going to just you want to manipulate the actual results of your query, you want to do a copy and paste values just immediately. So once we actually get rid of this, the table comes back. Alright, so say we wanted to take a look at the select, and then we want to take a look, we want to actually do something. So where is where we start the filtering process. I'm actually going to do something that I should be doing. This is it's a type of syntax from the SQL days, where you basically put everything in capitals. I'm just used to it like that. It looks weird to me if I don't put it in capital letters. So when we have where, so we want to filter it in some way. So let me just get rid of this for a minute. So I want to filter it. So how am I going to filter? Let's talk about where column B is older than 2000. Right? So I'm looking for, or actually 2000, older than, I'm sorry, or older than or equal to, greater than or equal to 2000. So we want to take a look at movies that came out 2000 and later in the sheet. So it's going to go back to the original sheet, take a look at that information, and we're going to go ahead and pull it up. So let's see what happens here. All right. So we have quite a few that came out. Apparently, a majority of these came out because, well, like I said, I only did a small subsection. It was the actual sheet itself is about 80,000 lines. And across, I can't even count. I don't think it goes all the way to Z, but it's a pretty big sheet. So we have here about 520 or so that came out 2000 and beyond. Not a problem. So as I mentioned, the where is how you filter. So let's go with another filter where column D, which is the duration, is, you know, less than 90 minutes or less than 100 minutes. Alright, so we're going for shorter movies, like maybe an hour or so. So So let's go ahead and take a look at that. And we see here, we've got a few here from 1926, 81 minutes. And of course 2018, All About Nina is 97 minutes, and so on and so forth. So again, you can filter it however you want. Just make sure you choose the corresponding, the correct, make sure that you choose the correct column, and then make sure that you have the correct parameters. For example, if you're going to be dealing with characters or strings, make sure that your arguments are appropriate for strings. If you're going to be dealing with numbers, make sure your arguments are working for numbers. That's basically it. Now, let's go ahead and take another look at how the where can come in handy when you're dealing with trying to do more filtering. So, for example, we wanted to filter the selection here where the country is, let's say Germany. So let me make sure I have the right column. So I'm looking for column E. Okay, so we're going to go column E. And we have equals. And whenever we're dealing with strings within this section of the parameter, we're going to use single quotes. So Germany, and then close up the single quote. So here we are asking it to take a look at select all of these columns where E, or the country, is Germany. So let's go ahead. Awesome. So we have these. And notice that you don't have to have the column here. In certain cases you do, but in this case, since it's just a basic intro right now, you don't have to have the actual column named here in the select in order for you to pull it from the actual original sheet. So here we have all the German made or all the German originated movies from 1926 all the way up to 2014. It looks 2015. Another parameter or another clause, actually these are called clauses. Select where are clauses. So another clause I wanted to actually show you guys is the limit clause. We don't really need the where here, so we can put in limit 5. And what this does is that it shows us the first 5 movies or titles from the list as a list stands. So let's take a look. We have Pizarro all the way to Sam Han. So let's just verify. Pizarro all the way to Sam Han. So it actually picks it up. And you can do this if you just want to take a look at the top 10 movies or whatever. But just make sure that you're filtering it, or the lines that you want are the original sheet is filtered how you need it to be filtered. If you're going to be pulling that information, because chances are you're going to be pulling it because they're like 90 minutes, or they're less than 100 minutes, or they have grossed less than X amount of money. So you want to make sure that that's filtered. The original sheet is filtered, and then you can go ahead, or data is sorted, sorted, and then you can go ahead and pull those information by limits by using the limit argument. If you, for any reason that you needed to limit the argument with a filter, let's go ahead and try that. Where? Okay, let's put where. Let's go for D is less than 100 minutes, and then space limit 5, and it just shows the first 5 where the duration of the movie is less than 100 minutes, which could be, I think it was like, I forgot, it was a good amount of numbers. Then it just showed me the first 5 of that sorted or that filtered argument. So again, these are just 3 different arguments, and there are at least 8, so we'll cover some more in this introduction to query, and then we'll go into some exercises. But for right now, as I mentioned, query is one of the most powerful, arguably the most powerful function in Google Sheets that you can use instead of pivots, in place of pivots. And I'm not saying that just because I won't say beef against pivot, but I have a history with pivot. It's not very nice. But you can go ahead and construct these arguments, grab the data, play around with the select, play around with the where argument, and play around with limit and see what you come up with. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. If you found this video in anywhere useful, please like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks.